And then can you verify on your phone or my phone that we are live? Okay, we should be up. What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good, y'all? Check, check, check. Can you hear us good? I believe so. We're just getting all prepped and set up and ready, you know what I'm saying, before we get the proper interview cracking. You know what I'm saying? I go by the name of Mastermind for those who did not know. We got Speaker Leaks in the building. Bro, I'm about to play some music, bro, while y'all in the waiting room. Just don't even trip. We right here. Just don't even trip. Y'all wanna hear some stuff from the show? Y'all ain't gonna hear that stuff from the show. Check. Yeah. Check, 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 check. Finna get the interview cracking in like 3 seconds. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all swing through for tonight's show. Y'all let the whole house. Because of the weed. I had the wrong. This camera's backwards. The camera is backwards. Yeah, it's showing straight on the camera. So that means I'm gonna
And it's all love, so come out and show.
show love, bro.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah. Alright, that, well, I guess we can go ahead and just get the interview cracking. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Definitely. So let's see. I mean, tell me a little bit, or tell everybody. I know everybody watching. Like, what's the difference between leasing beats and buying beats? Like,
There's a huge difference because when you lease a beat, that beat is no longer ours. Well, I'm sorry. When you purchase a beat and you take the exclusive rights, you know, it's no longer ours. It's gone. You know what I'm saying? Which for a lot of producers, that scares the shit out of them. And I know it at least do for me because like as a artist and a producer, I go attached to every beat I create. You know what I mean? And so it's like this is now in your possession. You have to take care of this. You're gonna have to feed it. I do every little thing that you gotta do. But highly suggest that if you're really gonna take this stuff seriously, you purchase those beats. And like not only do you purchase those beats, just to make sure that your legal situation is taken care of, like by you actually buying beats from people, this allows like the music game and like our communities to like stay afloat. It's just like when people talk about the black dollar, you know what I mean? Like that's also the same exact dollar when it comes to like the artist dollar. These are our communities. Most musicians who are most musicians who provide services, they end up purchasing other services from other people. If you ever notice about the things that we can't do is because we don't have no money floating around. And so like by buying beats, man, I already know like what it has done for me. People have bought beats from me, and it allowed me to do the platform that I'm doing today. So I can only imagine, you know, like it's like a fresh service, and at the same time, you gotta have your legal situation taken care of. But you'll get sued out here.
right.
If you're trying to take this stuff seriously, buy your beats. Buy.
Definitely. So, I mean, I know you produce,
Yeah.
you write,
Yes.
you do everything. So, like, what's the benefit of having all of your production in house?
Well, I don't have to buy beats. No, I'm playing. I'm playing. No, just the pure fact that I get to control my own aesthetics is really big because I don't know. I feel like me as an artist, I have a vision that I really want to execute, and I don't really have to wait for no one to execute that vision. You know what I'm saying? And so, whenever I am inspired, I can just go attack at that instant moment. And like to me, there's nothing like just like shaking the world up by like being inspired by something and just completely rearranging the game plan and going to go do that.
Right.
I feel like that causes like a whole shift. That's like hopping off a merry-go-round while it's spinning and you just get up. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
it carves something into the universe in my eyes. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just huge. Just being able to instantly go create what I just envisioned.
Mhm.
That's big. I honestly recommend anyone in hip hop and music period, even if you're just a rapper, work on making some beats. Like that might not have to be your forte, but just be able to make a beat and to tell another producer that this is what you're aiming for. You know what I'm saying? Like it's always best to be versed in your field. Don't ever just be like, I'm only a rapper, that's all I do. Like, I mean, it's all about, of course, perfecting that craft, but learning how to make a beat is going to make you rap better. Because then you're going to realize that, like, okay, here are the grooves within the beat to why my punchlines hit the way they do. Like, so if I can combine my punchlines within those grooves and those beats, then, like, it's the 1-2 punch.
Definitely.
That's all.
So would you say that like producing your beats, does that help you with that song concept or getting the idea out fully, or?
Um, yes, it really does because I can create that mood.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like instantly, and I instantly know that okay, that's not the mood. You know what I mean? Like I'll keep on just crafting until it's like okay, this is exactly what I was looking for, and like I usually get that moment. You know what I mean? It's never like I'm creating it and I'm just like okay, I guess this will work. It always has to be like oh shit, this it.
This is it right here.
You got to get that feeling.
Definitely.
You got to get the feeling.
So I mean, with that feeling, like, does that make collabing easier? Like, when you work with other artists, does it like give you that extra oomph?
It does, and as a producer who worked alone, I had to learn how to work with other artists. You know what I'm saying? Because at the same time, we are, everybody wants to control their creative environments and sounds. And I feel like the biggest point of actually becoming a producer, it isn't always about control. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's about creating those aesthetics. It's about creating those aesthetics and just working together with other people to make it happen. You know what I'm saying? Like you can be someone who designed the house, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to go in and go build it brick by brick and do the plumbing and do the electric, you know what I'm saying? Like when it came to Kanye on that one album, he had like 4 different producers on one track. And I actually admire that because it shows us as musicians working together to compose because back in the day it wasn't so necessarily selfish when it came to creating music. There was a whole group of individuals in there, and then there was like a person on the sax who led the whole entire group. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so like I don't know, I actually like those I like getting back to those kind of aspects.
Definitely.
I would like to. I've been collaborating with much more producers now, that's all.
That's definitely what's up. I mean, when y'all get together, is it like a formal setting, or you just have like a jam session and just put everything out on the table and just let it come together? Or
Usually with me, I try to make it a little more structured. Cause us as musicians, I got way too many songs on my computer that's never been released, and it's like if we coming in the studio, we coming in with a purpose and a mission. It's the track we knocking out. I bet I need you to do this. Let's do that. Let's add this in there because I've been realizing that we all have to optimize our time flow.
Absolutely.
Because we're getting older and we're getting more invested in within this music, and like every second counts. We have families now, like we got things that we have to take care of, and it's not like it was back in the day where you could just chill, like smoke with the homies, and like you can just create freely. But it's like we got to put since we don't have those labels pressured on our back, we still got to be just as pressured as the labels in our own selves. You know what I mean? It's like this is our project, this is our deadline, this is what we're working on. It's business.
Definitely. So with that, I mean, you said you have 50 unreleased songs out right now.
Probably more than that, man.
More than that. Like what makes you ready to release those singles, like or as a whole project? Like what do you need to do to get that going?
Back again, we're talking about with us not having a label. Just because we don't have a label doesn't mean we don't have marketing plans. You know what I mean? Like those are necessary in order for us to make it. If we don't have the same tools as these labels, our tools need to be able to compete with these labels if we want to be in this rap game. So it's like, I would love to just release those songs for the hell of it, but I know like the more strategic I can be, it can put me in a position to be able to release what I want when I want, maybe. You know what I'm saying? In due time. But like, we got to make the right moves so we can stay afloat out here and keep the mission alive.
Definitely.
We got to think smarter than the labels, and we got less money than them.
Definitely, every dollar counts when you independent and when you coming up. And with that, I mean, how do you know where to put your money the best? Like, who is your audience? Who is your mission? Who are you trying to reach?
Um, it's been funny because like at the same time, like I have like if you listen to my music, you can tell that I have my focus because I speak to I call it the millennial generation. You know what I'm saying? And it's just it's us, dog. Like the craziest thing, you know, like we folks are listening to Future, you know what I'm saying, and they'll still care about their future. And like I actually like to like tackle that to an extent because like my music is conscious, you know what I'm saying. But at the same time, I'm not just trying to just kick out anybody who like thinks otherwise than me or anybody who like when songs like Molly Moolah and stuff like that, I'm talking about money and I'm talking about like get your money, but at the same time, know your worth. I'm not just like, man, fuck y'all. Y'all so stupid. Y'all over here doing dumb shit with your money. Like, I understand, Lord. Like, we've been robbed of our worth for damn centuries. So, like, of course, we out here trying to show people we got worth. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like,
Definitely. I mean, with that, when you show people you have worth, how are you doing that? Because I know a lot of people, they buy plays.
Yeah.
Rather plays. So, like, how are you going about it?
Man, I'm trying to stay true and authentic. That's been my mission with the pen. That's been my mission with the beats, and two, I feel like just buying those fake views and stuff like that, you're gonna get called out. And then it's also just like it's like the worst Ponzi scheme that kind of like sucks you in there for life if you think about it. Because if you buy SoundCloud views, and then you got 42,000 SoundCloud views, but you got 100 followers on Instagram, so you gotta buy followers on Instagram, and so now you gotta go buy Twitter followers. Now you gotta go buy Facebook likes. Now you gotta like I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Like I think the private prisons invented that SoundCloud plays. And then you're gonna get locked up because you're gonna go crazy, and then you're gonna spend all your money, and then
Yeah, that's deep. I mean,
it's a warp hole, and then it's like you got 500,000 Twitter plays, well SoundCloud plays, but we can't get 500 people in the venue or 50 people in the venue. It's gonna look bad. They only work for so long.
And I mean, speaking of like the venues and just music as a whole, I know we were kind of talking about like the different genres and everything like that. And mumble rap was one of the top ones that came up. Is like, what's your take on mumble rap? Like, I'm curious.
Man, I'm an open-minded individual, dog. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I can listen to mumble rap, and I feel like I can listen to Miles Davis. I feel like when Miles Davis was doing what he was doing, people in the jazz world was like, "What the heck is this crap? It's all over the place. It's doing this. It's doing that." You know what I'm saying? Like, we're so guarded within like our music categories. It's kind of ridiculous to me. You know what I'm saying? Some stuff is like baloney. Like I'm not just gonna like stand for everything. Like I remember when Young Thug first came out, I was like, yo, he's fucking trash. But like Young Thug worked on his craft. What if Young Thug would have been like, oh man, since everybody said I'm doing mumble rap, how about I go rap some bars? He would have never made it because that's not his lane. He carved out his own lane. He focused on his craft, and he made some shit happen. Same thing with the Migos. Like I got nothing but respect for them because they're doing what they're doing in their lane. It's not like I'm having issues because of the Migos because you know what I'm saying. Like this is two different worlds. I get so confused on like hip hop heads get so pissed off at like other people who not even having too much effect on these lanes in hip hop. Not necessarily, but at the same time, like but that's always been our problem from the jump because it used to be the snap music that we used to talk shit about. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna happen, dog. Just create your music, and if you want to successfully make it out here, maybe you think about like meshing your shit with with what is wanted in the business right now. But make sure you just stay true to yourself. Like if that's what you really want to do, then get creative, man. That's why Molly Moolah is what it is. Like Molly Moolah, I'm talking about money. So I'm trying to get everybody who want to be like money, 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 and then trick them to be like, but I knew my worth since birth. I don't need no money. You know what I'm saying? It's like I like all of my music is like a marketing disguise. Cusp is just like hope packaged in a little thing, like finesse the blessings. I'm just trying to say a real trill ass way to be like, when life is really fucked up, find the good out of it. You know what I'm saying? And just try to say it cool. Like that's just what it is.
Definitely dope. I mean, going back to like the genres and staying in your lane, I know you mentioned that a lot. Would you say that as an artist gains that popularity and they grow, are they still in the same genre, or like how how do you become classified as something else? Because I noticed that's the trend.
Yeah. Reporters. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they're the main ones who are like who would just take you out of this box. I'm like, oh man, well this person is this and he does this, yada yada yada. But I don't know. It's interesting. I feel like at times it's like our black superstars when they make it to a certain point, it's like they get taken out of our genre to an extent, and then it's just like, oh, well, they're pop, and to me in my eyes, it's like not necessarily fair because it's like like this is hip hop, and majority of the pop world is influenced by such. I don't know. It's just like I wish those categories it like removes the validity from those categories at times, but at the same time, sometimes we kick that away from our category too. There's plenty of hip hop heads be like, man, that ain't no damn hip hop, dog. Like, please, we don't want to claim it. So
Right.
everybody got their own opinion. I just want to create some music. I just want to create some music, man.
Yeah. I know you're gonna be headlining tonight. Like, where you gonna be creating some music tonight?
Yeah, man. We're gonna be down at the Old Rock House. It's a blessing because the first time I was at the Old Rock House, I had opened up for my guy G Easy. Big ups to him. You know what I'm saying? Cause big ups to him. Dude just went like 4 times platinum on his single, and I've known him since college. He pretty much taught me how to record. You know what I'm saying? I remember when he first played The Outsiders. That was like his first project. I was like, okay, he got this shit. Next thing you know, he's on Billboard. He got songs with Big Shine. Like, dude's out here. But that was the first place I ever performed at the Old Rock House with G Easy. And so fast forward some years and some change later, I'm headlining myself. So
That's
progression.
That's definitely the movement. And I know we got a lot of things happening this weekend outside of like just the Rock House tonight. That's gonna be the main event. Tomorrow we're gonna be out here as well.
We got Team Backpack in the building in
Yes.
St. Louis, bro. You know what I'm saying? Off the map. Hey, that's really lit, dude.
Like, this is huge. Like,
Yeah. Because all we do is talk about in this city is like the lack of resources and platforms that we have, and like that's always just kind of been my mission. Because like even me was is a platform. You know what I'm saying? Like we use MME as a platform to propel everybody's individual careers. Like we always are just trying to think of ways how can we make a platform ourselves since we don't have it.
right.
And like the fact that we got Team Backpack here allowing us to present our art on a platform is huge, man. Because we're ready to represent at a national level.
Yeah, we are.
And we might just have to work harder, but like that creativity is what's gonna give us that upper edge. Like it's the key. Like I think the last night we got hit with some news that the venue, the bootleg, they closed down. Like we got some snow here. We had some ice. Like barely any ice. You can't even ice skate on this ice. Right? But yet they wanted to shut the whole city down.
Yeah.
But like folks from St. Louis, we so used to not having shit that when we like when that option presented, I just made a phone call. I was like, okay. They just said they canceled. Hit up the homie, and next thing you know, like favors pulled in, and we got a whole new venue. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the epitome of St. Louis because we don't have resources. Or if we do have resources, they get taken away, and we too hungry to sit on our ass and starve. No.
We make it do what it do.
Yeah.
Make it work.
Yeah.
So,
That's true.
So critical. I mean, we excited for the night.
Hope y'all gonna swing through. You know what I'm saying? Bless up to everybody that's tuning in right now. I wish I could actually see the comments because I actually can't this very moment. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, we're gonna read off a couple of comments real quick. If y'all got some questions, feel free to ask me real quick and I can chime in. I know
someone asked, how do you go about getting clearance for beats? I don't know if you want to elaborate on that.
Make sure you we just got a question to ask about how do you go about getting clearance for beats, and I'm not exactly sure if you're talking about the sample clearance on those beats. I can actually talk about both. Getting clearance on the actual beat itself, make sure you contact the producer. If you are trying to purchase the exclusive rights, let him know. He will give you a price. Make sure you pay that in full. Y'all send each other's contracts, get all that stuff signed, and get it taken care of. That's first and foremost.
How do you feel about hip rock?
Hip rock.
Hip rock.
I'm all here for it. You know what I'm saying? Cause like in my eyes, I use hip hop as the mixing pot. And like there's so many elements that I pull from everything that I like in my brain and that has been like categorized over the years, and I just dump it in the pot. You know, it's like seasoning, salt, and whatever you want to pull out the fridge. You know what I mean? Like hip hop and rock, like rock started hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Like, hell yeah. I'm here for it. I'm here for it all day. Any more?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's.
That's about it. Okay. Well, bless up. It's Mvstermind.
It's Brittany with Speaker Leaks.
And we up out of here, man. Bless up, y'all. Off the map.
Off the map.
All right, peace. I'm finna get up out.